Hey guys, it's Wheeling the Tomboy Gamer here, and today I actually wanted to discuss an episode that I watched last year. This episode is called Three Gems and a Baby. You may be wondering, what is this episode about? So this episode is actually about Steven Universe being a baby. When he was just a baby, his father apparently gave him like a lot of those things that a baby can do. So apparently when the crystal gems, Steven and his father were at Steven's room. Steven's father Greg had told the story about what happened to Steven when he was just only a few months old. So eventually what I was going to say is that 14 years ago, when Greg apparently has gone to the supermarket to buy stuff, Greg took care of baby Steven by feeding him a bottle of milk. So eventually what I was going to say is that Greg Universe is actually a great father who took care of his only child, Steven, ever since Rose Quartz died. So how old do you think is Rose Quartz? Well, Rose Quartz is about 6,000 years old. It's like a goddess, like that. I actually did study a lot of Greek mythology, and sometimes they can live up to around like 6,000 years old. I know like some people can live like long, like it's not a problem. It doesn't matter though. Alright, so next up is while they were actually settling down at the couch, they see a young photo of Sour Cream, Viada, and Yellowtail. So sadly noticing missing Rose, the gems knock on Viada's door, and Greg had to find out what they brought for him. However, the gifts that the crystal gems had brought, it wasn't suitable for Steven's age because Steven was actually an infant, So apparently, what I was gonna say is that during that time, Steven Universe had that gem on right here. It began to glow. So then, Greg had mistakenly thought the gems had kidnapped Steven. But back in like the present, Steven was shocked that he was kidnapped by the gems as a baby. So what I was gonna say is that when Garnet actually fuses to Ruby and Sapphire, apparently Steven doesn't know and gets very confused. Amethyst apparently shapeshifts herself into a baby and apparently has to hold him back into his arms. But Garnet doesn't understand why Steven couldn't shapeshift. Because of this, he was only a baby and he cannot shapeshift until that long, But then during his teenage years, he can seriously shapeshift into Stevonnie or even one of the crystal gems, So after that, Greg finally finds Steven. So Steven was okay. Because of this, Greg actually forgives them and doesn't know that Steven's gem actually glowed together. But back in the present, Pearl had checked on the whistle. It apparently known that Pearl, the crystal gems, did the right thing. However, Greg tells them that they didn't know what Steven could inform. Because Pearl actually recalls that the teenage girl had tried to kidnap Steven. However, they were actually scared of her when they threw a jungle gym at her. They all laugh when the episode ends. So that's actually the end of the summary. Alright, so Rose Quartz was actually in the flashback. She was actually mentioned in this episode. Also for that, Viada, Yellowtail, Sour Cream. So Viada is actually the mother of Sour Cream and the husband of Yellowtail. So eventually, this is actually the last episode to air in 2016. Alright, so this one apparently had featured a blizzard back then, So this is actually the 4th season of episode 10. And it's the 113th episode overall. What I really think about this episode was great. I remember watching it last year and baby Steven was actually so cute. when he does a lot of these kinds of things, you know. But I think that's all for now, and this is me signing